Right, okay. We will do the mic test. So first, I just want to make sure you can hear what I'm saying, like usual. So I guess you shouldn't have any big issue. Is any one of you like can't hear what I'm saying? Can, right? Okay, so yeah, we'll actually start the class in just a few minutes. Yeah, so yeah, just be patient. I guess maybe have some students will join it soon. Let me do some stuff here first also. Yeah, we will discuss about MRSM 2016 paper 2 today. Yeah, actually, I already uploaded the MRSM paper in my Facebook group. You can go to my Facebook group there to actually download it. You just go to Facebook and then search y equals to mx plus c. Y equals to mx plus c. Or you can actually try to download it from online because yeah, last time I also actually search on Google and then I download it over there. Or you can go to my Facebook group. I already uploaded there. Yeah, you go to the group and then you go to check out a section called files, and then you go to check out MRSM paper 1 or paper 2. Right, so okay, good. Then yeah, we will actually start the class. Okay, so I will do the screen sharing. Yeah, I hope all of you actually can see the question. And then I will do the screen recording like usual. Okay, you start in 5 seconds. All right, so today we are going to discuss about MRSM 2016 trial paper, and this is paper 2 for additional mathematics SPM syllabus. All right, so let's have a look on the first question. The first question basically is a simultaneous equation, so it should be very easy. So what I will do here is I will make the y as a subject rather than I make x as a subject. Okay, I'm so sorry about the disturb. Okay, so let me mute my phone. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, for these questions, yeah, we will make y as a subject rather than x, because if you make x as a subject over here, you will get a fraction. So we'll make y is very easy. I will say y equals to 3x minus 2. This one will be my first equation. All right, and then what I do next is I will going to substitute into my second equation. All right, so I will say sub my first equation into my second equation. So I will just do the simple substitution. I have 3x minus 2y equals to 2xy. I mean 3x minus 2. Right, so yeah, what I will do next is I just expand it like usual. So this one should be 3x minus 6x plus 4 equals to 6x squared minus 4x. All right, so now we'll make everything here become 0. This one should be negative 3x, so move to the other side should be positive 3x, so you get negative x minus 4. Yeah, I hope I don't make any mistake here. So 0 equals to, this one should be, yep, am I doing any mistake here? 3x and 2x, 4 and 1. Yeah, maybe. 3x and x, and then I try to use 4 and 1. And then negative, positive. Yeah, it should be correct. Then I will get my x basically equals to 4 over 3, or my x equals to negative 1. Then what I do next is I try to substitute back into my first equation. So I will say sub into my first equation. So I will get y equals to 3. Yeah, you can separate them now. When x equals to 4 over 3, y equals to 3, 4 over 3 minus 2. So y equals to 2. Then when x equals to negative 1, y equals to 3, negative 1 minus 2, y is just negative 5. All right, then you get all the x and y just like this. Should be quite easy for this part. So I hope you have no issue about this thing. So I will move on to the next question. Okay, for this one, I guess this, because I already checked out this paper, only a few questions is considered KBAT or consider is a hard questions. So, all right, this one, diagram 2, I mean this diagram actually show the piece of the rectangular cardboard, while the diagram, okay, 2.1 and 2.2, okay, diagram 2.2 show an open box that will be made from the cardboard. So basically you use this cardboard over here to make into this box. All right, so the box will be made by cutting out the square of equal size from every corner and then panning out the size. Okay, so find the size of the square to be cut out in order to get a box with the largest volume. Largest volume means maximum volume here. So first thing you have to understand this question. That means what the question will do is actually trying to cut out all the 4 corners. And all of these 4 corners must be equal size. And then they actually say they're cutting out square of the equal size of each 4 corners. So what I will do it here is I'm trying to assume the size here, the 4 corners here, the length here is basically x and x. This one basically is a square. Okay, you assume their 4 corners is the same. So here will be x, x. Here will be x, 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 x. All right, so after you cut out already, you will have something look like this. I hope I draw it correctly. Okay, so, and then you're going to flip it, become a box. You imagine you're trying to flip like this. And then basically you will get this box. Okay, this is the idea. All right, so now we have to find what is this like. Now what I want to do is I want to find a volume. I will need to find this length, multiply this length, multiply this length. All right, since I call here is x, here is x as well, here is x as well. So what I understand here is the length here. I mean the length here from here to here, just now is 30, right? 30 minus both of these x. So over here, we should call it 30 minus 2x. So same thing from here to here. Just now the whole thing is 16, right? So over here, we're going to say, call it 16 minus 2x. All right, then the height, no doubt, is just x. Because when we throw up, you can actually see the height actually is just x. Right? So, okay, so in order to find the volume, I will just say, okay, so here will be 16 minus 2x, and then this one will be 30 minus 2x. All right, so the volume is just basically equals to x, 30 minus 2x, and then 16 minus 2x. And then you just expand this equation. So I will expand here first. So I have 480 minus 60x minus 32x, and then plus 4x squared. Right, then what I will do next is expand it. So it's 480 x minus this one will be 92x. 92x squared, because multiply the x, plus 4x cubed. Because of the maximum volume or largest volume, I know my dVdx I should get 0 because maximum. So what I want to do here is I will differentiate my volume. I get 480 minus 184x, and then minus, plus 12x squared equals 0. And then I'm trying to solve this equation. I realize all the number can divide 3. I will simplify first by dividing, and not dividing 4, I mean. So I'm dividing 4 for the whole equation. So I will basically get 3x squared minus 46, 4, 4, 16, 16, 24, 6, yeah, 24x plus 120 equals 0. And then we'll do some factorization over here. I will say 3x and x. You know, you get this one, I will set maybe 10 and 12 and 10. Isn't it? 36, 36, 46. Yeah, correct. So my x is equals to 10 over 3, or my x is actually equals to 12. Because the question asks you to find the side of the square. So this one is a square they're trying to cutting out. So the side is basically the x. So in this case, you have both of these answers, but I will reject the 12. Why I will reject the 12? Because it's not possible. You imagine if the total length here is, I mean after after I cutting out the x and x, the total length on the middle here is called 16 minus 2x. If x is 12, over here you will get 16 minus 24, which you will get the negative length. So therefore, 12 is not possible. Right? So I will only get one of the answer, which is the 10 over 3 is my final answer. Right? Yeah, this is how I do this question. Right? So okay. If there's no problem, maybe I will move on to the next question. But before that, yeah, some students actually say the first question is wrong. So maybe I will trying to have a look back on the first question. Maybe I did factorize wrongly for the first question. Yep, let me see this one. Negative 4, negative 4x. Because this one is not possible. This is 3x times 2x. No wonder. Yeah, so yes, so thanks for the reminding. This part actually is wrong. So that means, yeah, you can't factorize. So if you can't factorize, you have to use this formula. I mean, or use the calculator or use this formula. X equals to negative b. B is negative 1 plus minus square root b squared minus 4. A is 6. C is negative 4 divided by 2a. All right, then you should get two values for x. And so let me just use the calculator to actually work out this thing. Okay, I'm using the new calculator, so let's give it some time. I do not know how to use this calculator. Yeah, simultaneous polynomial. Degree is B2. So I will have 6, negative 1, negative 4. So yeah, so the first one should be 0.904, 0.9041. And then my second answer should be negative 0.7374. And then what you do is you substitute this value into the first equation to actually get your y. So 0.9041 minus 2. So yeah, you should get some answer here. So it's 3 multiplied 0.9041 minus 2. So yeah, you will get 0.723. Then you do the same thing for the second answer. I mean, negative equals to negative 0.7374 minus 2. All right, then you should be able to get another answer. Negative 0.7374. All right, so negative 4.2122. Yeah, I hope this answer is correct because actually I printed out the marking scheme with me. Yeah, it's correct. All right, so yeah, that's all for the first question. Sorry for the current mistake. This one student cannot join the class. Okay, so let's have a look on the next question, question number 3. So there's one student cannot join the class. Yeah, I guess it's more than one, right? Normally our Friday class should have quite a few of you. All right, so diagram 3 show the area of the throwing javelin in the school sport tournament. So the distance of the throw is measured from the point O. So basically, you know this one is a sector and this is a center point, and this one is a radius. All right, so you should get the idea. So the area of the shaded area is the area where the glass needed to be replanted. Calculate the cost needed by the school to replant the glass if the cost 1 meter square is 12 ringgit 50 cents. So we want to find the area of shaded region, so it's very easy. So I will say, okay, I will say shaded area will equals to the biggest sector minus just the big sector minus a small sector. So bigger the big sector minus the smaller sector. Of course, you don't do this in the exam. I just show you. All right. So this is the 30 degree. 30 degree, because I want to change in the radian, I will go to multiply pi over 180. This one should be pi over 6. All right. So this one is pi over 6. So the big one is 30, smaller one is 15. All right. The angle is the same, pi over 6. All right. Then, yeah, you have to understand what is the formula for sector. Will be half r squared theta. So when to know we need to differentiate? Whenever you have maximum, you want to find maximum or minimum area, volume, or length, you have to differentiate. If not, there's no need to differentiate. All right, so, okay, so let me just move on. Okay, so I will say this is half 30 square, and then multiply pi over 6, minus half 15 square. Yeah, square outside or inside doesn't matter in this case. So I will just since both also have the half pi over 6, I'm going to factorize out. Yeah, you can straight away use calculator lah, but then I just factorize out. I guess it will be easier for me to tap in calculator. So then you should get some value from here. So it's half multiply pi over 6, and then multiply 30 square minus 15 square. So you should get some decimal, 176.71. All right, this is meter square. This is a shaded area, but then the question asks you to find the costing. So each meter square is 12 ringgit 50 cents. So I want to know the total cost. So I will say total cost is equals to this one, multiply 12 ringgit 50 cents. Then I will get a final answer, multiply 12.5. 50 cents, 12 ringgit 50 cents. So you should get 2208.93. All right, this is my total cost of replanting the glass. All right, so yeah, If there's no problem, then I'm going to move on to the part B. Okay, in the event, Sharif make a new record with a throw of 44 meter. The school management will build an arch to mark the distance that has been achieved by Shafi. Okay, so find the length in meters of the arc. So basically what the question say is, the person is standing here, he's going to throw up to 44 meter. So you have a new arc length over here, then you need to find a new arc length here. I mean, you have to find a new arc length here. So basically, let me draw it nicely. So this is the arc length you want to find. Arc length equals to r theta. S is just equals to r theta, and you know your new radius will be 44. So it's kind of bonus mark, I guess. So I will just say, yeah, so r is just equals to r 44. Theta is pi over 6. That's all. Then you just multiply it. 44 multiply pi over 6 is 23.04 yeah, cm. Right. Means you cannot do virtual class, she says on the group. Okay, I have some technical issue here. We actually will pause for like 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah, let me find out, see what is happening right now. Yeah, I can actually try to scroll down to this question, and then you all actually can try to check out this question. Yeah, because one of my students actually can't join the class, so I actually trying to resend the links to her maybe. Yeah, this is a statistic question. You can try to do it. Actually, it won't be too difficult. I heard something like ambulance there. No, there's no ambulance. It's not that serious. Just one of my students, yeah, she haven't joined the virtual class, so I'm trying to help her. So yeah, you all can try out for this statistic question. Okay, let's have a look for this statistic class. So for this statistic question. All right, so okay, diagram 4 show you by the transcript for the semester 1 examination in college science Angkasa. All right, so yeah, so basically this okay, let me call it JUP. All right, so just some short form. Okay, this is the, I guess this is the result paper for JUP. All right, so yeah, it only take 5 subjects, and then this is their this is her mark. All right, so Ahmad sat for the same exam and obtained an average mark of 66.8 and a standard deviation of 11.6. Both of them are the best student in the examination. So determine whose result is more consistent. So you want to know which result is more consistent. That means they must get lower in their standard deviation. Standard deviation. That means as if the mark is lower in standard deviation, that means their result is more consistent and more reliable. Because yeah, these few years the paper love to ask something like this. They were trying to test how much you understand about standard deviation. Okay, standard deviation is something like going to test the product is reliable or not reliable. Is the lowest the value is the standard deviation, the more reliable of the product. All right. So if you get a very high value in standard deviation, that means your product is not consistent. Maybe you make 100 product, you have more than half is broken one. So it's not reliable. This is what I mean by not reliable. So therefore, you want to know which one is more consistent. That means you have to find the standard deviation for JUP. Right, then you see which one is lower. Okay, whether JUP or Ahmad is lower. So the one who has the lower standard deviation then is more consistent. Right, I hope I do make you understand this. So what I want to do is I try to do the standard deviation for JUP. All right, so okay, standard deviation equals to sum of x squared. Sum of x squared means all the values squared together. That means you have to 70 square plus 75 square plus all the square here, because the formula is sum of x squared divided by n minus the mean square, and then square root it. All right, so sum of x squared means I will plus all the square here. So 70 square plus 75 square plus 59 square, and then plus 62 square plus 68 square. All right, so I hope I don't do any mistake here. I will get 22474 divided by 5 because I have 5 subjects here. And then minus my mean square. Mean, you know, is all plus together divided by 2. Mean also is so far is average mark, okay? So my mean basically equals to sum of x over n. So sum of x means all plus together 7 plus 75 plus 59 plus 62 plus 68. So 334 divided by 5. All right, this is my mean divided by 5. So I have 66.8 square. All right, this is my mean, and then I square root it. Okay, then I can get my final answer, 22474 divided by 5 minus 66.8 square root answer. So I will get 5.7061. Okay, this is my standard deviation score. This is standard deviation score for Ahmad. So it's much more, I mean for JUP, sorry. This is for JUP. Right, this is for Ahmad. So this value is much more lower than the standard deviation score for Ahmad. So therefore, the question asks you to determine who's actually is more consistent. So I will say, yeah, Jubaida is more consistent. If the question asks about reason why, then you just say because it has lower value in standard deviation. Right, so, okay, let me move on. Okay, and an award will be given to either one of them after their sit and examinations for another subject. That is general knowledge, So after including the result of the general knowledge, AddMath average mark will be 67.5. Find the minimum mark for Jubaida should obtain so that she qualified for the award. So that's mean for Jubaida actually should get the mark more than 67.5, isn't it? Just now the average is 66.8 for Jub. So what I will do is, okay, I know my mean will equals to sum of x over n. N is 5. All right, so therefore I want to know what is my total mark first. So my total mark basically is 66.8 multiplied 5, 334. So now I add a new subject which is called general knowledge. I do not know what is that new subject. I'm going to call it G. All right, so I know my total mark plus a new subject G divided by total 6 subject. I should get bigger than 67.5 because I want to win the award. If you want to win the award, you must get the mark higher than 67.5. So therefore, I want to know how many marks I should at least get for my G. All right, so yeah, find the minimum marks. So what I will do is I just solve this equation. So 67.5 multiplied 6 and then minus 334. Okay, so my general knowledge have to get at least 71 marks. So find the minimum mark. So at least 71 marks. So I will say the minimum mark will be 72. Yeah, the general knowledge should be at least 72. Okay, yeah, the question basically asks you to find the minimum mark should obtain to qualify. Yeah, I think it's at least 72. Right, so let me move on. Okay, yeah, you have a diagram over here, and then you have to understand how to use the diagram to find this 1 mark and 1 mark question. So the first thing I want to find S. I see the S is over here. So from here, I do not have fx. I only have F inverse. So I will going to use the F inverse to do. This is F inverse. Yeah, actually it's considered quite easy if you understand this question. So therefore, I understand F inverse 4, that means here is 4, isn't it? Should equals to S. So therefore, my F inverse I have already. So it's 2, 4 minus 1 should equals to S. So S is equal to 7. All right, then T. T I know is over G here. So I know G4 is equals to T because it's going this direction, isn't it? G4 will go to T. All right, you should understand how to see this diagram. So Gx is 4, 4 minus 20 equals to T. T is just negative 4. All right, just 1 mark for each. So it shouldn't have any issue here. And it start to hang again. All right, then he asks you to do the FGX. So basically, you need to have the GX first. So I will try to find the GX. I mean FX. What am I saying? I mean FX. So I want to do the FX. So what I will do is I will let F inverse X equals to Y. So my X is basically equals to Fy. All right, so if I can find X, I can find my Fx. All right, so what I will do is my F inverse is 2X minus 1 equals to Y. I want to make X as a subject. So X basically equal to Y plus 1 over 2. So therefore, I substitute back my F inverse. I substitute back my F inverse Y. Yeah, X equals to F inverse Y, isn't it? Equals to Y plus 1 over 2. I mean, not inverse, I mean Fy. So my Fx is equals to X plus 1 over 2. Okay, this is how we get Fx. Okay, then the question asks about Fgx. That means I have to substitute my Gx into my Fx. What's in my Gx? My Gx is 4x minus 20. So I will have 4x minus 20 plus 1 over 2. So this one is 4x minus 19 over 2. Done. Okay, it's quite simple. Then I will go to the last part. fgx equals to gx. All right, since it's hang, so I'm going to fully utilize the space here. So this is fgx we have already. So if this one equals to gx, what happens is fgx equals to 4x minus 90 equals to gx. Gx is 4x minus 20. So basically, you just need to solve this one. So therefore, 4x minus 90 equals to 8x. I mean 8x. Oh my god. 8x minus 40. All right, so I will solve this one. 4x is basically equals to, okay, 21. X is just equals to 21 over 4. Yeah, I guess so. Even I'm a bit curious, am I get the fraction is correct or not? So I will just check the answer over here. Yeah, this is question number 5. Yeah, 21 over 4 is correct. Okay, this is how we actually solve the function. And since it's hang, so I'm going to restart it. Okay, so yeah, we done this one. We go to number 6. Okay, diagram 6 show a triangle P, Q, and R. So find the equation of the straight line that's passed through the R and perpendiculars to PQ. So they were passing through the R and perpendiculars to PQ. So find the equation of the straight line we're passing through R and perpendiculars to PQ. All right, so yeah, so in order to find perpendicular to PQ, we have to find gradient for PQ first. Since we have the P and Q, so I'm going to do some gradient formula. 0 minus -6 over -3 minus 0. So basically, I will get -2. Since it's perpendicular, I will do M1, M2 equals to -1. So my second gradient is 1 over 2. All right, so since, okay, this one is perpendicular to PQ, and then he will passing through the R. So I will just use the coordinate R. So my coordinate R over here is -4 and 5. So I form the equation by using y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1. So my equation is just half x plus 2 plus 7. All right, this is the equation. So that means if you can't visualize, of course I can draw it out. That means you have an equation which will passing through the R and perpendiculars to PQ. You are finding this equation. So if you want to find this equation, you need two information. First, you need the gradient for this straight line. The second thing, you need to know this straight line actually passing through one coordinate, which is R. Right, so yeah. And then where's my -5 go? I move to the other side, become +5 already. So this is -half multiply this one, get -half x. -half multiply, half multiply 4, you get 2. So therefore 2 plus 5, I get 7. This is how I get the 7. Right, I hope you don't get messed up. Right, so okay, so the area for P, Q, and R. So basically you just use the area formula. Area is just equals to half. Then you substitute the P, the coordinate P, Q, and R, and repeat the first coordinate P. All right, so P is -4, 5. Q is -3, 0. Oops, no, P is 0, -6. 0, -6, 0, -3, 0, and R is -4, -5. Oh, R is -5. What am I doing? R is -5, then I got it wrong. Though this one is +5. So +5, +5, this one is -3. All right, yeah, thanks for that. Is it -5? Yeah, it should be -5 because I see a +5. All right, so yeah, you should know this one actually is substitute into this formula. Because some students like so blur, they do not know actually how I get this equation. This is the formula to use to find the equation. All right, let me come back to this one. So this is the formula we use to find the area. So yeah, we're going to multiply like this. So 0 times 0 is 0. -3 times Negative 5 is 15. Negative 4 times this one is 24. All right, and then I will minus, multiply opposite sides. All right, so 0 times this one is 0, this one is 0, and then this one will be 18, positive 18. All right, then I will just join them together. This is half. This one will be 39, and then this one will be minus 18. So I will actually get 21. Okay, so my area is 10.5. Okay, maybe I do units square. All right, I hope I got the answer correct. Yes, I got the answer correct. Okay, so point S moves such that its distance from P and its distance from Q are in a ratio of 1:2. Okay, so therefore, if I understand it's something like this, I mean PS ratio QS should into the ratio 1 and 2. So what I will do it here is basically, I will try to make it into a fraction first. So into the fraction forming PS over QS equals to 1 over 2. So therefore, 2PS equals to QS. Okay, I'm going to use this one to form my equation to find the locus of S, because you know locus is equal to distance. All right, so I do not know the S, but I know the P and Q. So P is over here, Q is over here. So I'm going to mark it down. So my P is 0, negative 6. And my Q is basically negative 3, 0. And my S is unknown. I'm going to call it X and Y. And then I'm going to substitute every coordinate here into the distance formula. Just in case you can't remember the distance formula, x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. And so many students actually ask me, can they write the y first? Yes, you can always do that. Because what? Because this is positive, this is plus. A plus B and B plus A is the same thing. All right, so I'm going to substitute here. So 2PS. I will use P coordinate is S. So I say x minus 0, x minus 0 square plus y plus 6 square is equals to QS. I will use the coordinate Q and S, but I substitute S first. So x plus 3 square plus y minus 0 square. All right, and then I will square both sides. We'll just square both sides. So I square both sides, basically the 2 here will become 4. All right, this is very important because I have so many students when they do this question, they just simplify the square root and then they left the 2 there and then they got the whole question wrong. This 3 mark is bonus mark, so don't make it wrong. All right, so okay, so x squared is just x squared. So this is y squared plus 12y plus 36. All right, it's equals to x squared plus 6x plus 9 plus y squared. All right, so I will just simplify it. This is 4x squared plus 4y squared plus 48y plus 4, 6, 24, 144 equals to x squared plus 6x plus 9 plus y squared. Move everything to one side. All right, so x squared and x squared simplified is 3x squared. Y squared and y squared simplified is 3y squared. X, there's no x, so minus 6x. Done. Plus 48y. 9, I move to the other side. It's going to minus 9, so you will get positive 135. And then I guess all the number can divide it by 3, so I'm going to divide 3. X squared plus y squared minus 2x plus 16y plus this one divided by 3 should be 45 equals 0. All right, this is my equation of locus. Okay, so why need to square both sides? Okay, why do I square the both sides? Because I want to eliminate the square root. Because normally our equation of the locus is not in the square root form. So in order to eliminate the square root, so I have to square both sides. Okay, so yeah, I guess, yeah, how to know P is 2 from the ratio of 2, 1? Yeah, actually just read the question. The point S moves such that it's distant from P. Yes, S from the P, we call PS, isn't it? And it's distant, and is distant means S distant from Q, which we call SQ, isn't it? It's in the ratio of 1, 2. So that means the question already tell you PS ratio SQ is equal to ratio 1 and 2. Then you have to, from the ratio form, you form into the fraction form. From the fraction form, you form into the equation form. Then you should, from here, you should know QS equals to 2PS. I hope I do make you understand that. Okay, this one basically you need to understand the question. If you ask me how I understand what the question trying to say, is from the words here, from the sentence here. All right, so let me move on to the section B. Yeah, we go to the section B. So let me just break for 1 minute. I drink some water. Yeah, I hope we have some time for section C. What the time now? Yeah, we still have 1 hour plus. I hope we can finish all the section B here. Yeah, this question yesterday, one of the students asked me in my Facebook. I haven't replied him or her. I don't know. So I hope actually he is actually seeing this question. Yeah, this one considered quite difficult for 3 marks. If this is 5 marks, consider quite okay. Whew. Okay, let's start. Okay, for these questions, actually it's not really difficult, but then you don't panic whenever you see this kind of question. All right, so okay, so from here, I try to square apply into the both, but then this one have minus. If you straight away you assume this is second square x cosecant square x minus second square x, then you got the whole thing wrong, because you can't just square like this. Because what? This one basically means cosecant x minus secant x multiply cosecant x minus secant x. All right, so, and then over, okay, for the bottom, they are multiply, you can straight away square them. It's basically secant square x and then cosecant square x. All right, then what I will do is I will just expand the top one. So I will get cosecant square x minus 2 secant, I start with cosecant maybe, 2 cosecant x secant x plus secant square x. Right, this is just a simple multiplication. You multiply 1 by 1. This one multiply first one, this one multiply second one, this one multiply first one, this one multiply second one. All right, so you should get the same answer with mine. You just do it yourself. So this is secant square x, cosecant square x. All right, so whenever I see cosecant square and secant square, actually I can change to tangent and cotangent. Okay, but then the problem here is if I change to tangent and cotangent, it doesn't help me at all, because I want to get something in sine 2x. Sine 2x is 2 sine x cos x. So there's no need tangent x in this case. So therefore I will not change it into the tangent x. All right. So therefore, what I've been trying to do is I change them into the 1 over sine or 1 over cos. All right. So cosecant is just 1 over sine square x. Okay. I will move the second square x to front now because both of them are square. This one is 1 over cos square x. All right. The negative minus 2. This one is 1 over sine, this is 1 over cos. So I can say it's 1 over sine x cos x. Over the bottom is basically 1 over sine square x cos square x. So therefore, what I want to do is just ignore the bottom first. We're trying to focus here. So focus here, what I will try to do is I want to make all of them have the same denominator. So what is their LCM? Their LCM basically is the sine square x cos square x. Okay, LCM actually is a lower common multiply. If you just don't know this one, just forget it. That means how to make them have the same denominator. So that means I know I can make every single one into the sine square cos square at the bottom. I mean at their denominator. All right, so therefore, in order to make the first one into the sine square cos square, so I have to make the whole thing here into the sine square x cos square x. So what I can do here for the first one, I multiply cos square x for both. So I have a cos square x here. This one I have sine square, I have cos square x already. I want to get sine square cos square x, I multiply sine square x. So I'm going to multiply sine square x. So I will plus sine square x. For this one, only sine x and cos x. I want to make into sine square and cos square x. I multiply one more sine x cos x for the whole equation. So this one I also multiply sine x cos x. Then I will get sine square and cos square, isn't it? So I will minus 2 sine x cos x. And then this one is only top part. We still have the bottom, right? So the bottom part is just over 1 over sine square x cos square x. All right, because this is divide 1 over, so if you change to multiply, divide you change to multiply, you have to flip over, isn't it? So you will get sine square x cos square x over 1. So you can simplify them. Do you see that? You can actually divide, you change to multiply, you change to multiply here, you can actually simplify them. Then no more already. Then sine square plus cos square equals to 1. Minus 2 sine x cos x. 2 sine x cos x equals to sine 2x. So 1 minus sine 2x. Short. Right, this one is not as easy as like 3 mark, but then if you understand this question, it shouldn't be too difficult as well. Yeah. So basically, you have to like multiply them one by one and make them have the same denominator and then join them together, simplify the fraction. All right, basically, this is how I solve this question. Yeah, but I think 2 mark is too little for this question. Anyways, let's move on to the part B. Yeah, actually, the circle here is hang again. Do you see the circle, the face, the smiling face? You see it hang again? Yeah, let me just. Yeah, only this app hang is not my computer hang. So it's a bit weird. All right, so since we proved that one already, we're going to go into the part B. Okay, part B asks you to sketch the graph for this one. So yeah, basically in 0 to 2 pi. So I will need to sketch the graph y equals to 1 minus sine 2x. All right, when I sketch the graph like this, what I will do it here is, okay, sorry, sketch the wrong thing. What I will focus in the plus 1. Plus 1 means the whole graph will going up 1 unit. It will shift up 1 unit. So the previously sign actually start from 0, right? Because of the plus 1, then I will actually go up 1. So this one is the value is 1. It's not negative 1, it's just 1. All right, and then negative sine x, negative sine 2x. So the negative graph is basically, okay, in here the amplitude is 1. The amplitude is actually equals to 1. The 2 here is actually the period. Okay, 2 here means actually you have 2 cycles. So that means if I draw my graph, I actually will draw, I know my maximum should be 2 and my minimum should be 0. Okay, but my 0, it doesn't, the ratio is not so nice, so let me just redraw it. I hope the ratio is just nice. Okay, so my 0 is here. So I'm going to start drawing from 2, go to the minimum. This is sine, isn't it? Sorry. Sine, I'm going to start drawing from 0. This is 1 cycle. It's so hard for me to draw in the pen here. Okay, let me just draw half and half. Okay, this is my 1 cycle. I'm going to go until 2 cycle. Okay, so yeah. So basically, this is my graph for 2 cycle. So each cycle here, I actually get pi. And then this is negative. Okay, what I just draw is a positive, so it's wrong. because it should be negative. Okay, let me just do a quick explain. Positive sine x look like this. Negative sine x look like this. All right, so let me just redraw it. So I should start from the bottom, go until here, then go to the maximum. This is one cycle. And then I will continue to start to here to my second cycle. Okay, this is 2 pi. Okay, this is 1 pi. This is pi over 2. I mean, this one should be 3 pi over 2. All right, so if you want to separate them again into the smallest one, basically this one is pi over 4, 2 pi over 4, 3 pi over 4, 4 pi over 4, 5 pi over 4, 6 pi over 4, 7 pi over 4, and 8 pi over 4. All right, this is how I draw the whole thing. This is x, this is y. Because this one is negative sign, this is just positive sign. All right, there's a little bit different. So I hope you actually can see it and you can understand that. Okay, so let me move on to the third part. Hence, use the same axis, sketch the straight line to find the number solution. So basically, yeah, the complicated things here is actually equals to the 1 minus sine 2x. And 1 minus sine 2x basically is equals to y. So this is equals to 1 minus sine 2x. And 1 minus sine 2x is actually equals to y. So I can say this is 2 minus y equals to pi over x over pi. So y equals to 2 minus x over pi. So I will need to form a straight line from this one, and then I have to state the number of solution. All right, so what I would do it here is I will form the table by myself. Y equals to 2 minus x over pi. So I will form the table by myself. So in order to form a table, I will just need, this is a straight line, isn't it? Since this is straight line, I will just need 2 coordinates. So normally if I need 2 coordinates, I will start from the minimum, which is 0 for x, maximum, which is 2 pi. So if x equals to 0, 0 over pi, you get 2 here. If x equals to 2 pi, you substitute 2 pi into the x here, you get 2 pi is 0. So basically, you have 2 coordinates here already. When x is 0, you add 2 here. When x is 2 pi, you add 0 here. Then you're going to use a straight line. Of course, there's no straight line here, so I'm going to use a Euler function here. I hope I can use. Yeah. So from here connects to here. Okay, just make it look thicker. Okay, then you can see. All right, so therefore, my number of solution, I have 1, 2, 3 only. So therefore, state the number of solution, you just write 3. Or you can write the number 3 lah. It doesn't matter. All right, this is how we solve this kind of question. 7 mark, it shouldn't be too difficult if you understand about how to sketch the graph. All right, so okay, linear law, I don't think I will draw this one, but I will explain about this one. All right, so you just try to draw it yourself at home. All right, so from here, okay, table 8 show the values of 2 variables x and y obtained from an experiment. Variable x and y related by the equation y equals to q over p power of 2x. All right, so where p and q are constant, okay, based on the table 8, construct a table for the value log 10y. So what you need to do is you basically need to form a log 10y by yourself. That means you use your calculator to log your value. That means I can try to show you few value like log 10, 33.11. You use the calculator, you will get something like 1.52. Leave in 2 decimal, should be more than enough. Then the second one, you will do the second thing, log 27.54. Then you will get 1.44. So basically, you have to like find out all the value, all the single value. You have to log all your y value, and then you can form this table, and then it give you 1 mark. Okay, part B, plot the log 10y against x. So you need to plot a graph in the log 10y against x. So in this case, we know our y is log 10y, our x is x. So I will need to form an equation to something to do with y equals to mx plus c. So my y already have log 10y, my m is unknown, but my x is just remain x. Right, so I will need to change this equation into this pattern. Then only you can know is this a straight line. So what I want to do is, since the question interested in log 10, so I'm going to add the log 10 for both sides. So after I add the log 10 for both sides, so you should understand, divide actually, after you expand it, it means minus. Okay, so let me just adjust this one to the other side a little bit. Okay, this one should be log 10 p 2x. Now you have log 10y already, but then you haven't see your x. So what I will do here is I will move my 2x to the front here. And basically, you will get 2x negative 2x, basically, negative 2x log 10p plus log 10q. All right, I actually see the x here, but then it's not in the position I want, because in this position, it's very hard for me to actually see which one is gradient. So what we do next is basically I'm going to rearrange them. So when I say my rearrange, mean I will move this one to the front, negative 2 log 10p. And then x I will write at the back here. Then plus log 10q. Okay, so in this pattern, this is my y. Exactly, my y is log 10y. My x is just x. So therefore, I know the whole thing here is my gradient. And then the whole thing here is my vertical intercept. It means what? It means later you sketch the graph. So let me just refer to the marking scheme, and then I give you some idea. You sketch the graph, you will get a straight line look like this. And then you will have the vertical intercept. In this case, your vertical intercept should be 1.6. What is your vertical intercept mean? Your vertical intercept actually means C, doesn't it? So this one is C is 1.6. So therefore, you have to do your C is log 10Q, right? The question asks you to find Q. So I will say log 10Q equals to 1.6. So Q equals to 10 power of 1.6. Then you use the calculator to solve this one. 10 power of 1.6. The calculator will tell you Q equals to 39.81. All right, then for gradient, what you can do is you will need to simplify any coordinates, any two coordinate or any 2 point on the line. And normally I will draw the right angle triangle to indicate I'm using these two lines to find my gradient. And then you're going to use the gradient formula to find what is your m value. Yeah, I mean according to the marking scheme, your m value here you should get negative 0.08. So what you will need to do is after you get the m value, you know that negative 2 log 10p equals to negative 0.08. So therefore, you have to find p. So log 10p equals to 0.04. So p is just 10 power of 0.04. Then you should be able to get your p. So I will say 10 power of 0.04. So you will get p equals to 1.0965 or 96. Should be enough lah. Yeah, this is how we solve this linear law question. Yeah, for Fumi, what do you mean at any point? I mean, this graph basically you have to slot in log 10y and x, and then you have to draw it yourself. And then for the gradient, you can take any point on the line. Yes, we can take any point. Yes, for the gradient, you can take any point on the line. But this line, you have to make sure when you draw that time, you already best fit this line, all right? Then you take any point on the line. Okay, so then the question says what is the value of x when y 20? If you straight away find the 20 on the y-axis, you have got wrong.
So because this is not y-axis, this is log 10y. So when y equals to 20, you have to do log 10, 20 first. And then the calculator will tell you log 10, 20 is equals to 1.301. Then you, from your graph, you're trying to find where exactly is the 1.301, and then you draw your graph until you touch your line, and then you come down to find your x value. Okay, this is how you solve the 1, 2, and 3. All right, I hope I do explain about how to do the linear law. You're going to draw it yourself. I'm not going to draw for you. Okay, so number 9. All right, so this question is very similar to one of the past year question. Question 7, multiply the top and bottom by sine x cos x is much faster. Yeah, I guess I have some issue in my hard disk, but yeah, let me just continue this one. Okay, so the mass of the mango produced from a Oscar are normally distributed with a mean 420 gram and the standard deviation 50. So in this case, the question tells us mean is 420 and the standard deviation is 50. All right, so normally the first sentence I will make them and become x. So I said x is the mass of mango. All right, so find the probability that the mango chosen randomly from Oscar has the mass not more than, so the probability of the mass is not more than 400. So what I will do is I will just change it into the z. So if this is x value, isn't it? So I have to use the x minus mean over standard deviation. So therefore, I will get negative 20 divided by 50. So my probability for z is less than negative 0.4. I said less and negative together, you can just change it into the bigger. Then you just find your table, 0.4. Then you should be able to get the correct one. So 0.4, probability should be 0.3446. All right, just like that. Then the next one, part 2. If the value of m is 70%, find the value of m, if 70% of the mango from Oscar has a mass more than m. So therefore, I know the mass is more than m. Actually, I will get 70%. It will be 0.70. Okay, so what we will do it here is, we'll solve it out, we'll change it into the z. The same thing I will use m minus mean, mean is 420, minus mean over standard deviation equals to 0.70. So yes, then I will try to sketch out the graph to see what happened. So when I sketch out the graph here, bigger mean going this direction, mean you're going to shade toward this direction. All right, 0.7, this is middle. So in order to get 0.7, it should be negative area because each part is only 0.5. So like this, the area only look like 0.7. The area under the curve is 0.7. So therefore I know my m minus 240 over 50 should be in the negative value. So this negative, actually you have to add it yourself. So in order to make this question look simple, I'm going to call the whole thing I call this line become k maybe. So this is negative k. So in order to find the shaded region, I will use total to minus the green color part. Right, so I will use 1 to minus the green color part called what? Probability for z is less than negative k is equal to 0.7. So therefore, I will solve this one to actually find my k value. Okay, so probability for z is less or negative, we can change to bigger than k, is 1 minus 0.7 is 0.3. All right, so therefore, I will find my table to actually get the 0.3. So this one you have to find inside your table. And And 0.3 should be 0.524. You get k equals to 0.524. However, this one is k should be negative, isn't it? We are not finding k because we know k is negative. So what I will do is, so I know since k equals to negative, so I will say m minus 420 over 50 equals to negative 0.524. All right, then this is how I actually get my m. So my m should be negative 0.524 and then multiply 50 and plus 420. Yeah, my mass should be 393.8 gram, I guess. All right, this is how we solve the part B. You basically need to understand the bell-shaped diagram, and it's hang again. You can see very obvious. So I'm going to restart it. Okay, then we go to the part B. Okay, in the mathematics quiz, the students are required to answer 40 questions, 40 multiple choice question, MCQ question. So yeah, it's MCQ. So each question is provide 4 possible choice like A, B, C, and D. Which one is correct? Maybe B is correct. So over here, I know my P is 1 over 4. Means 4 question, 4 choice, only 1 is correct. So my Q is 3 over 4. My N is basically equals to 40. All right, so student must obtain at least 15 correct answers to pass the quiz. So student A guess the answer for all the questions, probably that he will get a minimum mark to pass the quiz. Yep. So what I will do is I will do the NCR thing. So therefore, so I want to know what happens in order to pass, right? X should equal to 15. So I will say 40, C 15. P is 1 over 4 power of 15. This is 3 over 4 power of 25. Yeah, I hope I got it correct. So yeah, this is how we find the probability. If you have 40 questions, you want to correct 50. So we do this one. C 15 multiply 1 over 4 power of 15, and then multiply 3 over 4 power of 25. So you should get the probability of, that means if you temper all the questions, the probability you will get correct, you pass your exam is only close to 3%. You only at 2.8% you will pass the exam if you just like guess all the answer. Yeah, guess all the answer for all the questions. All right, this is the probability. We done part 1. This is part 1. So we'll go into part 2. If the student B answer 15 questions correct and guess the answer for the rest of the question, so for probability he will get 60%. So now I want to know 60% in their score is how many questions got correct. So I do not know. I will say X over 40 questions multiply 100% will equals to 60%. All right, so I want to know X is how many questions. So I use 60 divided by 100 multiply 40. So that means in order to get 60%, I will need to get correct in 24 questions. This is 24 questions. So in order to get correct 24 questions, the question says the student B already correct 15 questions. So that means I will need another 9 more questions, isn't it? So therefore, I will do, okay, it already 40 questions, already correct 15, still left 25 questions. So I will say 25 C9. So that means among the 29 questions, you have to correct another 9 questions here. So 1 over 4 power of 9 and 3 over 4 power of 60. Yeah, this is the probability. You will get 16%. All right, so yeah, so this is 25 C9 multiply 1 over 4 power of 9 multiply 3 over 4 power of 60. I hope I don't make any mistake here. Yeah, definitely I make some carrot mistake here. Okay. It's not 52, it's 25. All right, so you should get 0.0781. So that means it's close, you will get 7.8%. You will get 60 mark if you temper another 25 question. Right, so mean you guess, okay, because I'm trying to speak in English, mean you guess, so you will get 7 to 8%, you will still get 60 mark. Okay, so let's go to the next question, question 10. So far, is there any issue? Yeah, before we go to the section C, we still have 2 more questions to go. Am I quite starving? Yeah, quite hungry here. So yeah, this thing is just hanging here. Okay, so it's a vector question. Yeah, vector question normally will take us a lot of space. So since I can't erase that one, I'm going to restart the OneNote. Okay, question diagram 10. Diagram 10 actually show the triangle OAB and the triangle OAP such that AB and AB intersect at point R, exactly like what the diagram say. So the first sentence say nothing. All right, so O to A is AX. So here will be AX. And O to B is 10Y. So here to here is 10Y. Right, A to P. Okay, A to P is 2x plus. Okay. So A to P is basically 2x plus 3 over 2y. All right, just mark out whatever information I have it here. Express the following interval x and y. I want to find OP. Oops, A to P is a horizontal line. Sorry. Oh no, I mean A to P is here. Is 2x plus 3 over 2y. So first thing ask me to find OP. OP is very easy. That means OA plus AP. Okay, OA is AX plus AP is 2x plus 3 over 2y. It's kind of bonus mark lah. 10x plus 3 over 2y. Done. Okay, then we find BA. BA is just equals to BO plus OA. It's plus, not equals, plus OA. So BO is basically is negative 10y. OA is AX. So I just rewrite it AX minus 10y. All right, it's bonus mark, 10 mark. I mean 10 mark, I mean 3 mark. All right, given OR equals to HOP and BR equals to KBA, and then find a value HM. Okay, so you just do the some substitution. So OR equals to HOP. We just got the OP on the top there. OP basically equals to 10x plus 3 over 2y. 10x plus 3 over 2y. So you just substitute in, you got 10hx plus 3 over 2hy. Done? All right, then the questions say about BR. So BR equals to KBA. And then I guess we have the BA on the top as well. AX minus 10y. AX minus 10y. So you just substitute the K into it. 8kx minus 10ky. Okay, done. Both. Hence, find the value for H and K. So that means this one is the half one. So I'm going to do it here. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm trying to substitute the OR into the BR. Okay, this is BR, this is OR. Yeah, so you can do either one of it is fine. Let's say I want to substitute into BR. I can say BR actually equals to BO plus OR. So BR, isn't it? BR equals to 8kx minus 10ky. This is BR. And BO we have on here is negative 10y. And OR we have exactly the whole thing here. So I'm going to substitute my OR plus 3 over 2 HY equals to 8kx minus 10ky. So what I will do here is I will join the x and x together and y together. So this is 3 over 2h minus 10y. All right, so then the next thing I will do is I will just do the comparing. So that means the first thing I'm comparing the x first. So I will comparing x. So therefore, I comparing x, I will get 10h basically equals to 8k. Maybe h equals to 4 over 5k. I call this one first equation. Then we'll do the comparing for y. So I will compare y. Let me use blue color. This is y and y. So I have 3 over 2h minus 10 equals to negative 10k. So since I have the h here, I'm going to substitute it into it. 4 over 5k minus 10 equals to negative 10k. So this one I simplify. I basically get 6k over 5, okay, plus 10k equals to 10. So this one will be 56k over 5 equals to 10. 56k equals to 50. K equals to 50 divided by 56. I hope I got it correct because the answer seems a bit weird. This is 25 over 28. All right, this is my final answer. Of course, I will check my final answer. I want to make sure is it correct. Yep, 25 over 28 is correct. Then I will substitute it back to find my h. H is 4 over 5 multiply 25 over 28. Then I simplify, I will get 5. Simplify, I will get 7. So it's basically 5 over 7 for h. All right, this is how I got this 7 mark. So it's basically quite simple. You can substitute BR in your OR as well. You will get the same answer. Just do the substitution and then comparing x and y. All right, let's go to the last question of today. Okay. Vector. Okay. Diagram 11 will show the curve. Okay. Curve is 2x squared plus 4 and the straight line is y equals to 2x plus a. And x equals to k. The straight line AB is parallel to the x-axis. All right, so I'm pretty sure I got the idea. All right, so let's just find some intersection point first. Okay, I will try to find this coordinate. This coordinate means y-axis x equals 0, so it should equal to 4. All right, then I'm trying to find this coordinate A as well. Since I have this straight line, y-intercept is 8, so here will be 8. All right, so I have some coordinate already. Okay, then try to do the first one. It's given that the area of the shaded region P is 8 over 3K. It gives you 6 marks. So I assume it's not so easy. So in order to get the area P here, what I will do is I will integrate the curve from 0 to K. From 0 to K. Then I will get a whole area. I'll get the whole area here minus the area of triangle. Minus the area of triangle. Since this is K, so area of triangle is quite simple. The height is 4, this is K. Okay, then therefore, I will know area of shaded region is equal to, I integrate the curve from 0 to K. The curve is basically 2x squared plus 4 minus the triangle. Triangle will half multiply base multiply height. Right, then I will solve this one. This one basically is negative 2k. I move to the other side, it become plus 2k. This one I will just integrate. I will get 2x cubed over 3 plus 4x. I mean, this here is 0k. And I will do some substitution here. This one should be 14k over 3. 6, right? So I substitute in, this is 2k cubed over 3 plus 4k minus 0. Okay, so yeah, solve this equation to get the value of k. So I multiply 3 for every single one first because I do not like about fraction. So 0 equals to 2k cubed minus 2k. All right, then I factorize out 2k. This is k squared minus 1. So k equals to 0 or k equals to positive negative 1. But ignore about negative because k actually is on my right hand side of the y-axis. All right, so it's only absorb the positive. So I got the value of k, 6 mark. All right, I guess the very difficult is you don't get the idea how to find area of triangle. All right, so if you get the idea, it should be very easy. And then the shaded region Q is revolved 360 on the y-axis. So this Q here going to rotate 360 on the y-axis. So if rotate y-axis, the formula is basically x squared dy. So that means you need to make x squared the subject first. So from this equation, I'm going to make my x squared the subject first. So I will get y minus 4 over 2 equals to x squared. All right, so if I have it already, I just substitute into the formula here. V equals to pi. Okay, my limit here for Q is from 4 to 8. My x squared, I'm going to separate this one now. It's y over 2 minus 2. All right, so integrate y over 2 minus 2 dy. All right, then I will just leave the pi outside and then I will do the integration. Y squared over 4 minus 2y. Yeah, 4a. Here, then you just substitute and then you should be able to get the correct answer. So this is 64 over 4 minus 16 minus 16 over 4 minus 8. Okay, I just do the quick substitution and then I should be able to get my final answer using calculator. 64 over 4 is just 16 minus 16. Interesting, I get 0. 64 divided by 4. Is it 16? 16 minus 0 is, okay, 0. 0 minus 4 minus 8 is negative 4, so it's plus 4. So equals to 4 pi. Is that a correct answer for the volume? I mean, yeah, it's correct. Okay, this is how we actually find the volume revolved on the y-axis. Still we have a little bit time, so maybe we try to have a look on some question here. You prefer solution triangle or you prefer motion along the straight line? Please choose one question for us to discuss. Okay, so let's have a look on the solution of triangle. Okay, the diagram 12 shows the triangle A, B, and C, and C, D, and E. Okay. So, okay, the angle of ECD, EC, and D. They ask you to find this angle. Okay, let's see what we can do for this angle. Yeah, it's just sine rule. It's nothing special. So sine angle, or you prefer, you can write sine angle ECD over the opposite length, which is 3.8, equals to sine 75 degree over the opposite length, which is 5. All right, just solve this one. So angle ECD equals to shift sine. I'm going to do a quick one. Make sure calculator in degree. All right, so sine 75 degree over 5 multiply 3.8. So shift sine 0.7341. So I'll do shift sine, answer. Yeah, my angle should be 47.23 degree. Right, it's very easy, 2 mark only. This is for part A. Then we go to the part B. The length of AB. Since we know about this angle, I will find the opposite one. I always do. 180 minus the answer just now. You should get this is 132.77. Okay, for this angle. All right, so then I want to find a length of AB. It's just a cos rule. All right, so AB is just equals to square root A square plus B square minus 2AB cos angle on between 132.77. Okay, this is just the cos rule. Okay, I hope you understand about sine rule and cos rule. All right, so yeah, maybe I will do 12 and 13 now both. All right, so 4.6 square plus 8 square minus 2 multiply 4.6 multiply 8 multiply cos 132.77. I will type everything together and then I square root my answer. My length of AB is 11.62 centimeter. All right, I'm not sure why they give 5 mark for cos rule. Maybe they assume a loss of U. Oh, it's not that easy. Because 4.6 is A to E only. 4.6 is not the whole A to C. That means you have to find what is the length for EC first. That's why I'm wondering why they gave 6 mark. All right, so it's wrong. Yeah, we need to do some. You need to find the length of EC first. I will. Okay, in order to do the length of EC, yeah, we have to find this angle. This angle is just 180 minus both of these. 180 minus 75 minus 47.23. Okay, this angle is 57.77. And then I use the sine rule to find EC. EC over sine 57.77 equals to, yeah, either one, 3.8 over sine 47.23. Yeah, I need to find a length EC first. Because just now I thought 4.6 is for the AC, which is not. 3.8 over sine 47.23 multiply sine 57.77. Okay, this is 4.38 cm. So I know my AC is equals to 4.6 centimeter plus 4.38 centimeter plus 4.6. So my AC is equals to 8.98 centimeter. Then now I use the cos rule to find AB. So I will say AB square equals to AC square plus CB or BC square, BC square minus 2 AC BC cos C. All right, then I move the square here to the other side, it becomes square root the whole thing. Okay, now I substitute it again. So it becomes square root of AC, I got it already, 8.98 square plus BC is 8 square minus 2, 8.98, 8 cos 132.77. All right, then just use the calculator to do the job for you. 8.98 square plus 8 square minus 2 multiply 8.98 multiply 8 multiply cos 132.77. Okay, you will get square root 242.21 and then a square root answer. Your final answer should be 15.56 centimeter. All right, so this is the reason why he give you 5 mark. You need to find the length EC first. Okay, it's hang. It doesn't matter. Then it asks you to find the area. Yeah, don't have the ambitious case here. Then find the area of whole diagram. Okay, so you need to know the area of whole diagram is using the formula. Let's say this is triangle. This is AB, this is C. So I always use area equal to half AB sine C. I will do this one for both. Okay, so for the small one first, I will say half A, I will assume A is 3.8, B is 5, and then sine 57.77. Plus the big triangle, I will do the same thing, half two sides. One of the side is 8.98, the other side will be 8 multiplied sine 132.77. Okay, then yeah, just press the calculator. You should be able to get the answer correctly. Since hang already, so I'm going to write on the bottom here. Okay, so yeah, it's 1/2 multiply 3.8 multiply 5 and multiply sine 57.77. So yeah, you will actually guess value is quite small, 0.5565 centimeter square. Is that correct? Oh, no, I pressed something wrong. I pressed until divide because it doesn't make sense for me. Yeah, this one makes a lot of sense. So it's 8.04 cm square plus this one. Same thing, 1/2 multiply 8.98 multiply 8 multiply sine 132.77. Yeah, this is 26.37 centimeter square. So I sum them together plus 8.04. I should get 34.41 centimeter square. Right, this is how I find the area, how I get the 10 mark easily. All right, so before I end the class today, I'm going to go into the last question. Okay, so I go to the go back to the normal. Okay, I will go to the last question here, 13. Okay, motion along the straight line. A particle move along the straight line and pass through the fixed point O. Its velocity v is given by v equals to t squared minus blah 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 blah. Okay, where t is the second after passing through the fixed point O. Okay, this one tell you what? This one tell you at S itself, origin S equals to 0, t equals to 0. Okay, this sentence actually means something. So you have to understand that. Okay. All right, so I will do this one and do the index also. I will do both. All right, yeah, a lot of students want about index number. The particle stop at the point P and point R. I guess a lot of students, the school just ask them to skip about this chapter. But I guess this chapter is quite easy. Let me see, this question very long. Well, you need to sketch. Okay. Okay, then it's fine. We just do all. I mean, do this one and the index number, not all. The linear programming, I think I will skip it. Okay, so the particle will stop instantaneous at the point P and point R. Wow. So that means on a straight line, if this is P and this is R, the velocity equals to 0. This is a question. This is what the question trying to say. Assume motion moving to the right is a positive. So find the maximum velocity. Maximum velocity means dv dt equals to 0. So I have the v equation. That means 2t minus 6 equals to 0. So t equals to 3. But then the question doesn't ask us to find t. They ask us to find v. So I'm going to substitute into the v here. V equals to t squared minus 6t plus 8. I got a t equal to 3. So 9 minus 18 plus 8. So therefore, I got negative 1 meter per second. This is my minimum velocity. All right, so done. The first part, I guess they will give you 3 marks for this one, maybe. Okay, so for second, find the distance P to R. So both of them, velocity will be 0. So velocity will be 0. So I will do 0 equals to t squared minus 6t plus 8. I'm going to factorize this one. T here, this one will be 4 here, 2 here, minus. So t equals to 2 and t equals to 4. So over here, I know one of it should be 2, the other one should be 4. And this one is just assume maybe R is 4 and T and P is 4. R is 2, P is 4. It can be happen that way. I don't know. But then what I want to do is, in order to find distance, I will need to have the displacement, which is S. S will equals to integrate V dt. All right, so I will going to integrate V. Integrate t squared minus 6t plus a. So since I know it's 2 and 4, I'm going to substitute in the 2 and 4 here. So therefore, I will get something look like this. Okay, it just doesn't let me to write. Okay, okay, it's come back to normal. T cubed over 3 minus 3t squared plus 8t. This one is after I simplify. 2, 4. So that means I substitute the 4 into it, and then I'm going to minus. Okay, it's sort of hang. So I'm going to do it here. So I'm going to substitute quickly. 64 over 3 minus 3 minus 6. 3 multiplied 16 is 48 plus 32. Minus, I substitute 2, I will get 8 over 3 minus 12 plus 16. All right, and then I use the calculator to do the math. Okay, 64 over 3. This one's 48, negative 48 plus 32. You should get negative 16, if not mistaken. Yeah, the first one you will get 16 over 3 minus the second one. Yeah, 8 over 3 plus 4. Yeah, you minus 20 over 3. So your final answer should be negative 4 over 3. So negative 4 over 3, I will, because this one is distant, right? So I will actually, yeah, negative 4 over 3. So therefore, I will say the distance between them is just 4 over 3. 4 over 3. If this is meter per second, I'm going to call it meter. But let me just confirm my answer is correct or not, because this is 7 marks, just like this. This is question 13. Question 13, the answer for this one, yep, is 4 over 3. It's correct. All right, so let me move on to the part B. Oh my God, part B asked me to sketch a graph. I just don't like this one, but I will do it. Okay, so I want to sketch a graph. This one is velocity time graph. So velocity time graph, that means this one should be velocity and this one should be time. And the question asked me from 0 to 7 seconds. So yeah, I will do that. So just now v equal to 0, we got some time here. All right, so 2 and 4. Is it velocity time graph? Yep. Okay, so at least I have some coordinate here. Yeah, 2 and 4, v will equal to 0. So I want to know what is t equal to 0. Okay, so I will substitute t equal to 0 to find the first value first. Basically, it's sort of forming the table lah. Because a lot of students, when I do one by one, they're just so confused. Okay, so I'm trying to do 0. And then I got here is 0. Basically, I have two values, 2 and 4. All right, and then I will do one more. What's happened when this is 7? Okay, this is what I'm trying to find. I try to substitute 0 into my equation. Here, I get 8. Then I'm trying to substitute 7 into my equation. So I get 49 minus 42 plus 8. So I will get 7 plus 8, which is 15. I'll get 15. All right, so since I got the value, I'm going to try to sketch 0, 8. Okay. Yeah, we should get something look like this. Okay, so this one should be 8. And then this one should be 15. And then this one should be 2. This one should be 4. And this one should be 7. Done. 3 marks. All right, you just need to understand about the diagram and everything. Then you should be able to do this one very quickly. And we go to the last one, index number. Okay. A hawker sells the rojak bois. So you know rojak bois should have a lot of bois there. And I'm so hungry and I see this one, I go into even more hungry. Okay, so the fruit used to make the rojak bois are guava, mango, pineapple, papaya and cucumber is very normal. It's expected the price of all fruit will increase in the year 2017. So this is 2017 based on the 2016 price. Okay, so they ask you to find X, Y, Z. So basically it's 1 mark each. So you need to know that for the index number, it's just the base of current year over based on over price of base year multiply 100. Or some reference book they just write QI over QO multiply 100, something like that. I can't really remember the formula, but it's very easy. Normally what I do is, this one, in order to get the index number, I just use the current year, 2016, over, I assume 2016 is current year. Actually, the 2016 is current year, because now it's 2016, isn't it? Over 8 multiply 100, I can easily get the X. So it's just 9.6 divided by 8, multiply 100, you should get X equals to 120. This is 1 mark. All right, then I will do the same thing. This one is Y over 6 multiply 100, you will get 125. Use back the same formula. So therefore, Y basically 125 divide 100. So Y will equals to 125 over 100 multiply 6. So your Y should be 7.5. So that means he increased 1 ringgit 50 cents. All right, so, and then I will do the Z. So it will be 2.75 over Z multiply 100. Yeah, equals to 110. Then, okay, this one you have to do some algebra thing lah. So never mind, I'm going to move the 100 to the other side. I will get 1.1. We'll divide 100. Okay, so I will move the Z to here. So it's 2.75 over 1.10. So, and then I will get my Z easily. 2.75 divided by 1.10. So my Z is actually equals to 2.5. Because it said price increase. So normally I will try to substitute the value into it, see whether it does increase or not. If you find out the value doesn't increase, then that means you have to redo it. Okay, so now I done the part A, I go to part B. Find the composite index. Okay, composite index is very easy. Just all the index numbers summed together is 120. So yeah, the formula for composite index is just sum of index number with W over total weightage. All right, so yeah, you have the percentage here. So I'm going to assume the percentage here is the weightage. So it's just 100. Yeah, percentage should be summed up together. You will get 100. Yep, and then I want to do index number multiply with the weightage. So I will multiply them here. So it's 120 multiplied 25. Here is 3,000. So this one is 2,500. Should be. Yeah. Then 140 multiply 50. I get 2100. And this one is 3300. And then this one is 1250. And then I'm going to sum together. This one is my sum of IW. I should get some answer here. 3,000 plus 2500 plus 2100 plus 3300 plus 1250. Okay, I will get 12150. Okay, so you know I can get my composite index easily. Yeah, it's hang again. Okay, composite index, I do it here. It just equals to 12150 divided by total weightage 100. So therefore, yeah, my composite index equals to 121.5. Okay, I'm going to restart this one just for the one last time. Okay, so yeah, lost the composite index. We got 12150 over 100, so it's 121.5. Okay, so after we have the composite index already, composite index means this index is for all the fruit they join together. Okay, so if the hawker store spent 150 to buy the fruit on 2016, find the expected cost in 2016. Composite index is still the index number. This is 17 based on 16, right? So it's 121.5. So I know this one basically is price for 2016 over price for 2017, price for 2016 over price for 2016 multiply 100, I will get 121.5. All right, so I have the price for 2016, which is 150, multiply 100, 121.5. So the question asked me to find price in 2017. So I will just do some simple math. 121.5 divided by 100 multiply 150. So it's 182.25. All right, just like this. I solved the free 3 mark also. Now, okay, they give you a new index number. The composite index number for all the fruits for 2018 based on 2000. So I know this is the price index for 1817 is 115.2. Just now we have the price for, okay, it's hang. 1716 is 121.5. So I marked down everything because I guess I need to find the new expected composite index 18 based on 16. All right, so this one, actually, I'm trying to use some easier way to guide you on this one. Yeah, if you understand this one, actually, I want to form a change rule here. Okay, the change rule basically is something like this. I want to find the price index number for 1816. This one actually equals to the price for 18 over price for 16 multiply 100. Isn't it? The logic. But then I don't have this one. So in order to get this one, I will need to solve the thing here. Okay, I will do some crossover. So I will just separate it out. Price for 18 is price 18 over price 17 multiply 100 equals to 115.2. So therefore, I move the 100 to the other side. It's just divide 100. Okay, so I will do the same thing for 1716. So I can say price for 17 over price for 16 equals to 121.5 over 100, isn't it? Because multiply 100, I move to the other side, become divide 100. Okay, so therefore, I will do the crossover multiply for this one in order to get this thing. So this thing actually is a chain rule. I will say this is price 18 over price 17 multiply price 17 over price 16 multiply 100. So you just assume 17 and 17 you can simplify. You get 18 and 16, isn't it? Exactly. So this is the logic. So it's 115.2 over 100 multiply 121.5 over 100 multiply the whole thing with 100. Then you can get the final composite index. 115.2 over 100 multiply 121.5. So composite index should be 139.97. Okay, this is how we find a composite index. So, but the question says daily. Okay, is it? If the hawker spend daily to find, so find the total cost. Okay, let me check. I guess this one, for part C, the total cost is being daily also. If not, maybe you have to multiply 365 to actually get the correct answer. Yeah, actually, I got what you're trying to say. Yeah, thanks for that. The answer actually is daily. Interesting. Okay, let me just see the composite. Okay, so you get 182.25, right? So yeah, just multiply 365 to get the total cost for a whole year. Nope, that still doesn't seem correct. But okay, the D is correct already. Let's have a look on C. Yeah, C is wrong. So I'm going to redo about C. It's just so annoying to keep on hang. Am I do something wrongly here? Why I get a different index number? 150 is spent daily to buy the fruit in 2016. So find the total cost expected cost in 2016. Okay, so let me just do the calculator again. 121.5 divide 100 multiply 150. 128.25. All right, so okay, this is a composite index. Okay, so that's mean. Yeah, this is the money I should spend on 2016. And then they want the, January only, right? January may multiply 30. Yeah, they want the January only. Yep, so January should be multiply 31. Yeah, because this is 31 days on January. So what you need to do is you have to use this one. This is the price for daily. Okay, this is the price for daily. So on January itself have 31 days. You have to multiply 31. You get the total cost you need to prepare on the January itself. Yeah, so thanks for reminding me of that. Yeah, because sometimes I just so curious about this thing. All right, I guess that's all for today. So yeah, I will stop the screen recording first because my laptop have not enough memory. And then what I do next is I will stop the screen recording. Yes, yeah, this class is like 2 hours. I mean, it's like very long. Yeah, so I think that's all for the class today. Thanks for participating, and I hope you can understand about the paper too. Yeah, and then I guess the YouTube will automatically upload the papers to my YouTube. It will be in less than 30 minutes. Yeah, thanks for your time, and I will see you guys next week. And then I will thanks for the 7 viewers on my YouTube as well. Right, so yeah, thanks for your time. See you guys next week. Bye bye.